Rated E for everyone. Includes in-game purchases. Includes random items. EA Sports FC 26 is here. Play your way this holiday season with an overhauled gameplay experience powered by community feedback. Enjoy festive upgrades in Ultimate Team with Winter Wildcards. Take on holiday-themed challenges and manage your career, like navigating the busy Christmas period. And team up with friends and clubs with new tournaments and live events. The club is yours. Give the gift of football with EA Sports FC 26.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. So Netflix is basically Santa this year. 2 NFL games on Christmas Day, streaming live. At 1 p.m. Eastern, it's Cowboys, Commanders. Then at 4:30, you've got Lions, Vikings. Midwest football, playoff stakes, and probably some snow. Watching holiday football is a tradition the whole family can enjoy. Open some gifts, grab some food, settle in, and watch NFL Live on Netflix this Christmas Day.
Hi, I'm Daniel Lucas, and welcome to Movie 101 Review. Movie 101 is created to empower movies itself. And of course, my legendary co-host, Mr. Bob Lemond.
Hey, Daniel, would you like some fresh popcorn? I just made some.
Yes, please. with the butter,
I wish there was a way for me
flavor.
to get it to you. Yeah, with butter. Oh, you like the fake butter? Okay.
I like
I'll
the
keep
fake
that
butter.
in mind.
Delicious. I like the umami taste of butter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll make sure to have some for you there. See, we got a big popper full of popcorn back there in the background. So.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bob. Can I combine cheese and butter? What do you think?
It might be a little messy, but if you're willing to, have it on your hands, I don't think there's a problem.
Yes, I don't like cheese, especially.
You don't like cheese? Oh, okay.
No.
Well, maybe we just dip it. Maybe just dip it in the cheese.
Oh yes, I like butter instead of the cheese.
Yeah, you can have that. Well, they don't have dips for popcorn, do they? That would be the new invention.
Innovation.
This should be a Daniel invention. Popcorn dip.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but it's too small to dip.
Well,
What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe no. I mean, everything works, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe make the popcorn sticks, and then you can dip the stick.
Popcorn is
Have you ever had a popcorn ball? You know what the popcorn ball is?
What is that, Mr. Bob? No, I don't know.
Okay,
What
so
is
I
that?
had these as a kid, and here they have them all over the place. But so they take popcorn and then they put it in basically like a syrup sugar mixture, and make a
Yes.
ball out of it. When it dries, the popcorn stays together, and it's kind of like kettle corn. Have you ever had kettle corn where it's sweet and salty? But it stays in the shape of a ball, so you could easily make popcorn sticks and then have dipping sauces for them by doing the same kind of thing. I think this is an invention that just got invented right here on Movie 101 Review. Thank you.
Looking forward for
Popcorn
that
sticks.
invention, Mr. Bob.
Well, that could be. You could make it on Food 101.
Oh yes, definitely.
and then
A recipe.
and then we have some dips. Perhaps sour cream and onion might be a good dip. I think. What other dips do we
Oh,
have?
wow.
Hot sauce,
Marinara.
hot sauce dip. Yeah, marinara. There you go.
Oh yes, marinara
Cheese,
sauce.
which you said you didn't like that, but we could do cheese
Queso cheese.
or ranch. Obviously, for the Midwest loves ranch for some reason. I don't like ranch dressing.
Why
so
is it? It's easy to do ranch. You know that.
I don't
It's
like
easy
ranch.
to do.
No, I don't like it.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is
Poutine.
it?
You could do
A
poutine.
poutine for the Canadian.
Gravy.
Gravy. For the American ketchup, right?
Yeah, that's right. Ketchup. I think this has legs, and if you could whip up a batch, that could probably sell it. I bet that this has something to it. Maybe
Yes, definitely. Yes.
popcorn sticks with
Popcorn
dipping sauce.
sticks available on Movie 101 Review.
That's right.
with the author, Mr. Bob Lement.
There you go.
Something good in innovation to look forward in the theater.
Right. AMC theaters, if you're listening, popcorn sticks, just contact us. We'll get you set up. So
yes, Cineplex, if you are listening right now.
Yeah, Cineplex. Yeah. What's the big cinema in Canada, in Vancouver?
Cineplex. Yes.
Cineplex. Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know. There's one called Cinemark that is out on the east coast of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's was another big one. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. They think that cinema, sooner or later, it will be like a mall in the state that, what's happening to the mall? They're closing. Is it?
Right. I think it's just like anything. You and I were talking about other media before we started. Everything ebbs and flows, right? Radio was king.
Yes.
Movies were king. Television was king. But they're all still around, right? So I think they'll still be around, and it'll just be, it just shifts around. And streaming is king right now.
Yes.
Podcasts are king.
Yes.
Or queen. I don't know, however you want to do it. But I think the funny thing is that they all stick around because they all still have relevance.
Yes, they are the foundation.
I don't think they're going to go away. Yeah, they're not going to go away.
Mm-hmm. But it's not like before that they are.
Exclusively, you can only get popcorn sticks at the movie theater, so you have to go there to get them.
Yes, that's true.
Available and AMC. Yeah,
available on demand too. That's
right.
So, Mr. Bob, what will be our feature movie tonight?
So we're going back a little ways because it is October and we're Halloween is coming up. I thought we would go back a little bit and to a movie called Fright Night. Fright Night was a movie released in 1985.
1985.
It was kind of a horror comedy, and it starred Christopher Sarandon, William Ragsdale, Amanda Bierce, Roddy McDowall, and Stephen Jeffries were kind of the main actors in it. I personally liked it because of Roddy McDowall. Roddy McDowall, even at the time, he was still, a relevant star. He'd been a child actor and grew up in Hollywood and been in everything. Oddly enough, probably one of his most famous roles was in Planet of the Apes. He played Cornelius in the Planet of the Apes movie, which was 1969.
Oh, he's the guy, Cornelius.
Yeah. So, but he's been in all kinds of stuff. He was in the old Batman TV show. He's been on television. He's been everywhere. There he is in the picture with the werewolf. There he is with the gun. So, but he was obviously he was a little bit older in this movie, but still a fantastic actor. He had written a book. I can't remember the name of the book now, but he was around for everything and knew everybody. And he was a fantastic actor. So yeah, you can look for his book. So in the movie, we have Charley Brewster, and Charley Brewster lives in suburban United States, and he notices his new neighbor is named Jerry Sandrich, played by Chris Sarandon. And he notices some weird things about it because a coffin gets brought into the neighbor's house, right? It turns out he's a vampire.
Oh, wow.
And so then William and his friend Ed, they're like, something's going on over there. I think this guy's a vampire. And so then you have, kind of the comedy ensue with Charlie and Ed trying to find out if this guy's really a vampire or not. Amanda Bierce, who you would know from Fox Television's show with Ed O'Neill, which I'm blanking on the name. I was going to say All in the Family, but that's not it. But anyway, she plays his kind of girlfriend or pseudo girlfriend. And she's like, no, there's nothing going on. But of course, Charlie keeps watching out his window and seeing all these kind of peculiar things that are happening next door. So then he can't get anybody to take him seriously in his circle, and so his only solution is to turn to Roddy McDowall, who plays Peter Vincent, who is a late night horror TV show host. So he plays old horror movies on television at night. And he's like, if anyone will know what to do about this vampire next door, it's going to be Peter Vincent, right? Mm-hmm. And so he tries to convince Roddy McDowall's character, Peter Vincent, to come check out the situation. And so that kind of sets up everything for the movie. And chaos ensues. So the Charlie has these weird things, and first he doesn't believe him, but then obviously he comes to know that they are. So he goes to see if Roddy McDowall's character can help him, and then Billy, he gets attacked. Dandridge, his neighbor, has a servant. His name is Billy Cole, and he attacks Charlie. Charlie's friend Evil Ed. They call him Evil Ed. He's kind of a weird character. He's really evil at the end, but he goes by Evil Ed because he's kind of a nerdy kid. And in an alley, and Evil Ed subsequently, right there's Evil Ed with the vampire. Oh, right, wow. There, yeah, and the vampire gets him, and Evil Ed then becomes a vampire. And so now Charlie is trying, desperately. Now his friend's been turned into a vampire, and he's got to, remedy this. Well, when Vincent goes over originally, the vampire, charms him and says, there's nothing wrong. It's just these kids. The police even show up, and they're like, Charlie, you're out of your mind, right? Mm-hmm. But he wasn't. It's all true, right? It's all real. And he really has a neighbor who's a vampire, which Chris Sarandon, by the way, in this movie did an utterly fantastic job of being a vampire. I don't know why he hasn't been a vampire in a bunch of other stuff after this. So there's Charlie getting prepared, right, with his wooden stake and so forth, so he can kill the vampire if he has to. He's in his room, he's got garlic on the wall there because the vampire comes into his room at one point and scares him, right? He flies up to his window, sneaks in, and scares Charlie so bad, right? So Charlie's preparing himself for the inevitable. He doesn't want to be a vampire. Although Ed becomes a vampire, and his girlfriend. Yeah.
Can be the spoilers already, 1985?
Yeah, that's one of the famous scenes, is because it's a transformation scene of Ed. And, probably other than American Werewolf in London, that transformation scene back in that day was really, really, great. So we go forward here, and Charlie then, he's like, we have to do something. He finally convinces the Peter Vincent that this is really a vampire. He teams up with Peter. You see him with the gun. Oh, there's Evil Ed with a burned cross on his head.
Yes.
And he right there. Yeah. Look at his face. Oh gosh. He's scary.
Oh, wow.
Right? So we go to the final battle, where Charlie and Peter Vincent, go to Dandridge's house and are going to confront him because he's taken Charlie's girlfriend and is going to, he seduced her and is going to Married with Children. I just remembered the name of the show she was on. Married with Children. But he seduces her, and he's going to turn her into a vampire, and Charlie doesn't want that to happen either, right? So there she is. That's Amanda Bierce with Chris Sarandon, the vampire. He's getting ready to seduce her in that scene.
Oh, wow.
So they confront Dandridge, who's hiding in the basement in the coffin, and Charlie fends off his girlfriend because she starts attacking him, but she hasn't quite transformed into a vampire just yet. And the crux of it is, if they kill the vampire, then she won't finish her transformation into a vampire. Poor Evil Ed, already a vampire, right? No saving him. But he has the chance to save his girlfriend, right? So,
Yes.
So what ends up happening? They're in the basement, and he's got it all darked in. All the windows blocked and everything, and then Charlie ends up smashing windows to let the sunlight in to burn the vampire to save his girlfriend.
Oh,
and
wow.
then big finale with all that going on with breaking glass and the vampire skin sizzling. But then Amy had not made the transformation, so then she doesn't finish because the Dandridge dies, and she stays a normal person rather than being changed into a vampire. Then Peter Vincent was kind of the down and out horror host. He returns to his TV show, and he's only going to show vampire movies. It's a great success, and his career starts taking off again. But they did have a sequel, and so they set it up a little bit for a sequel at the end with Evil Ed, saying, kind of his voice piping up, because he did not die. He got burned, right, with the cross. We saw that picture, but he didn't die. And then there's a sequel to Fright Night, Fright Night 2.
Oh, wow. Is it?
Yeah. But we won't get into that one.
How about Fright Night 2025? Is it not?
Right. Well, they did do a remake in 2011, I think it was, of this movie, but it wasn't as good. The fun thing about this movie is that, again, when we talked about this before we recorded, but practical effects, everything was practical. There was no CGI. They did a really good job. It was, at the time, it was kind of gross. They're taking the coffin into the house. That's his mother. But it was kind of gross and very gory and very realistic for the time period, especially Evil Ed's transformation. And Chris Sarandon, I mean, the guy knocked it out of the park being a vampire. He was so smooth and suave and everything a vampire should be, right? So definitely, I mean, I think if he hadn't have been in that role, I don't think the movie would have been quite as good. I mean, everybody did a good job, but he really, brought the vampire to the forefront and made, you're like, that's a vampire. That's the way a vampire would act, and he did a great job. This is one of the first roles for Amanda Bierce from Married with Children. That became her fame later. She was on that show with great success, for many, many years, like decade. I think over 12 years it ran. And she's become a director. She directed television and movies. So that's good. Now, William Ragsdale, who was our protagonist, Charley Brewster, didn't have a lot of great success. I mean, this was probably his highlight. Let me look at his page here and see what else he was in. I don't remember him being in too much else. He was in a TV show called Herman's Head, which I did remember I liked quite a bit back in the 90s, 91. And he does a lot of television work now and so forth, but he's known for this, because one of the reasons I wanted to do this is because my friend Miles went and met them. He met William Ragsdale, Amanda Bierce, and Stephen Jeffries at a Comic-Con thing, and got their autographs and pictures and everything. So it brought back kind of old memories, and I remember being very fond of this movie when it came out. And it was really quite a big film on video. So I don't know if I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, Daniel, but many years ago I worked in a video store. Did I mention that before?
Yes, you did. And
you did? Okay, well, yes, I did.
We are talking about invention. We're talking about invention.
This was a big video rental movie back in the day. I mean, people loved to rent it, and it got rented over and over again. So But a couple of things here on, let's see if I can find some stats for you. So it was released on August 2nd, 1985. It's a Sony Picture movie. Yeah.
This will fall, right?
August
fall.
for a horror movie, horror comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It had a $9 million budget, which was not, that was a pretty good budget for back in that time period. $9 million was not a small budget for a movie. It grossed $24 million in the U.S. and Canada. Its opening weekend was $6 million, so it really did quite well at the movies because it almost made back everything in its opening weekend, and then obviously made more than double its cost. So, and it's quite a beloved movie now. I mean, it's with Roddy McDowall and kind of the horror host and so forth, all that kind of nostalgia and whatnot. People really like it. And there is I will give you a little weird bit of trivia.
Yes, I love
about
trivia.
it. So Stephen Jeffries, who you've got his picture there, he's getting the cross put on his forehead by Roddy McDowall. He has had quite a varied career. So when he was young here, he was in Fright Night and 976 Evil, and but then he actually starred in some adult movies, believe it or not.
Adult
like
movies.
X-rated movies.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What a trivia.
which is weird. But then he came back and he did some mainstream Hollywood movies as he got older. But yeah, for a while there, he was in a lot of things that would be considered X-rated movies. So the other interesting thing about him was that he was in a movie called Fraternity Vacation, which it was kind of an 80s romp style movie, kind of the usual 80s romp style movie, and one of his co-stars was Tim Robbins.
Oh wow.
And then, oddly enough, Amanda Bierce was in that movie as well. So he's worked with Amanda Bierce a couple of times. But then after that, he kind of drifted into some other things, and then finally came back. To be in regular Hollywood movies later, like Living Dead movies and things like that. So it was he's had quite the career.
Astonishing career.
Yeah, astonishing career. Exactly. I think that but I think this was kind of it kind of set the tone. So if anything you see that's called horror comedy, this was one of the prototypes in the 80s for it, right? Previous to this, horror comedies were like, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein and stuff like that. The Three Stooges meet the Mummy or whatever. And they weren't, very serious in their attempts. That was all very slapsticky and goofy. Where this was a serious attempt to have you believe that he really had a vampire next door, and this is what the outcomes were. And I think they did a really effective job of doing that. And it's just a fun movie. It's still a fun movie to watch today, even though it is quite, old if you look at it from the perspective of 1985. It's still a real fun movie to watch, and has a lot of things going for it, a lot of humor, and a lot of good performances from everybody.
Good performances for sure. So, Mr. Bob, if we compare this to the series Vampire Diaries, is it the same storyline?
Well, no. So Vampire Diaries, because I've actually seen that, is a little more serious, right? So it's more in line with Twilight, where this would probably be more in line with, I'm trying to think of something that's recent, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of anything.
Charm.
It really was a horror movie. but it's funny. I mean, that's the thing. I can't think of what it compares to, because it kind of stands out on its own, because a lot of horror comedies go over the top and you don't think that they're really happening, where this one really did stay grounded. It stayed with suburban life and what might really happen, where your mom doesn't believe you and the neighbors don't believe you and the police don't believe you, but then it's really happening. And so it's got its own little niche, I think, going on, that gets upended during the course of the movie, and then people believe him, but up until that point they don't. And it's serious enough to be a horror movie, but not so serious not to have fun.
Yes, definitely something need to watch this coming Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. You can watch it on Halloween. I was looking to see where it's on Prime Video, like most things. And it's on Tubi, it's on AMC Plus, and it's on Amazon Prime, or you can purchase it. So all those places. Tubi's the free service. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can always watch it on Tubi. So
yes, please watch it, people. So if you rate it, Mr. Bob, where you can rate it.
Oh my gosh, that's right. We got. I think I was going to say, my popcorn rating, right?
Yes.
I think I would give this at least a 7.5 on my popcorn bucket rating scale.
Oh, popcorn bucket 7.5.
Maybe an 8. The only thing that deters from it being higher is the fact that it's older now. So at the time, I probably would have rated it 10, but no, now we have to go down a little bit.
So do you think this is a classic?
I think it is in the vein of a classic these days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have The Walking Dead and any of that kind of stuff without this movie.
Yes.
Because it's really gory.
It's a legacy for those looking forward to like this kind of genre.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
You should check it out. And Roddy McDowell does a great job. If you love old movies, with Roddy McDowell's in the movie, you should watch it. He did a lot of bad movies, but he's usually good in it.
Yes. Do you think he deserves an award? Accolade?
I think he got one. I think he did.
Yeah?
But at some point in time, he was a beloved actor. And everybody who worked with him just loved the guy. He was such a good actor and also a good person. So
yes. Wow. Wait, there's a wolf.
There's Ed. So Ed, for some reason, Ed turns into a wolf in this movie. I don't know why. You see, there's another picture that just went by. He's a wolf.
Oh, just like Twilight.
They kind of explain it in the movie, but I can't remember why he looks very wolf-like. He's a vampire of some sort. So.
Oh.
Maybe he's a wolf vampire. I don't know. So.
To get
that's
a combination.
That's a little confusing. Yes, it's a little confusing, that part.
But anyway, it's highly recommended by Mr. Bob, so please do watch it.
Yeah, and I would say if you get a chance, because they do go around to, all these different, conventions, is go see William Ragsdale and Amanda Pierce and say, hey, I watched Fright Night. It was fantastic.
Looking forward for the series on Netflix.
Yeah, maybe they will make one. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Why not?
Okay,
Mr. Bob. Another great episode on the Movie 101 Review. Please do watch Fright Night. And, Monica people, see you soon.